Hi, Year 3. Happy Tuesday. Thank you so much for sending me how you got on with the fractions last week. It was really, really useful to know whether to move on or not. So we are moving on to equivalent fractions this week. I know that some of you had a go at the My Maths yesterday and you found the start of equivalent fractions quite tricky, but don't worry about it because this week we're doing a whole week on equivalent fractions, and by the end of it, you will be equivalent fractions king and queens, okay? So let's get going. This is lesson 1. So this is my share. I get 1 part out of 4 parts, okay? So that's what the fraction would look like. 1 part, 1 piece of chocolate out of the 4 parts altogether. And we can see that because there's 4, this chocolate bar has been split into 4 parts, okay? Is it possible to get more parts but still with the same amount? So what that means is, can this chocolate bar be split into more parts but still having the same chocolate bar? Well, of course, the answer is yes. Okay, so if we get 1 part here, this is 1/4 of 1 or 1/4, we could call it. Okay. However, this 1 part here that I'm going to put a circle round, this 1 part can be split into 2 equal parts. So say I had this piece of chocolate was for me up here, and then Miss Allen came along and said, "Mrs. Boyd, please can I have a bit of your chocolate?" I'll say, "Of course you can." And then I'd split my piece of chocolate in half, my cube of chocolate in half, and it'd be 1 for me and 1 for Miss Allen, okay? However, if I did that to all 4 pieces of chocolate I have up here, I know I'm going to have 8 equal parts. And let's check. So that's going to be 2. That's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our 4 equal parts of chocolate that we have up here is the same bar of chocolate, but it's now been split 8 times, okay? So instead of having 3 friends to share your bar of chocolate with, you're now going to have yourself plus 7 other friends to share your chocolate with. So that's 8 people. So 8 of these make 1. Okay? So our fraction would now look like 2 8s. Okay? Because I'm going to have 1 piece of chocolate, 1 piece of my slice here, and Miss Allen's going to have a bit. So that's 2 out of the 8 altogether. Okay? So we've still got the same piece of chocolate here. We've still got our 1 square, but this time our 1 square that we had originally has now been split into how many pieces? Okay? It's been split into 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So if I split my 4 cubes, each one of them into 4 parts, how many is that going to be? So we have 4. And then what I think I'm going to do is going to get my ruler and I'm going to draw so you can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of chocolate. This is what it looks like if you split it into 4 parts, and we can count them all at the end. Okay. So 2, 3, 4. Okay. So we got 4. We can count instead of counting in ones, we can count in 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16. So that's going to be 4 parts, but how many are there all together? How many times has it been split into now? Well, it's going to be 16. 4 out of the 16. Okay? So now they're giving us a bit of a challenge. Try to get 12 equal parts from 1 whole. Okay? So if we got 12 equal parts from 1 whole, 3, 6, 9, 12. Okay, so I'm going to get my ruler. Let's see if we can split this into 3 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so it's going to be 3 12s. Okay, this one piece is cut into 3 parts to get 12ths. Okay? So, what can you say about 1/4, 2/8, and 3/12? So what relationship can we see? So this is 1/4 here because we have 1 piece of chocolate out of the 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. So we've got 2 bits of chocolate out of the 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we've got 3 bits of chocolate down here out of the 12 parts. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay? What do you notice? What's the same about them? Okay, so we can say that it is still the same bar of chocolate, but we can say that 1/4 is bigger than 2/8. Okay, we can say 2/8 is bigger than 3/12, and we know that because we've split the chocolate bar in half, and then we've split this one into thirds. We keep making it smaller. Okay, so let's look at the finding practice. We need to find the missing numbers. Okay, so we've got 1 whole here, then we've got 1/2, and we know it has to be split into 2 because our denominator is in 2 parts. So then if we wanted to see what this is equivalent to, we need to split it into 4 parts. So I'm going to get my ruler, I'm going to split this down the middle, and I'm going to split this down the middle. Try and make it as even as possible. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can you see now my chocolate bar has been split into 4 parts? Okay. 1/2 is the same as 1, 2. 2/4. Okay. 1/2 is the same as, I can make this into 3 now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it's going to be the same as how many 6? 1, 2, 3. So 1/2 is equivalent to 3, 6. Okay. What about here now? We can do some. We can need to make it even smaller. So 1/3 is the same as how many? Is the same as what? So we can split this into 6. 2, 4, 6. So 1/3 is the same as 2, 6. Okay. 1/3 is the same as, we can split this now into 9ths. Okay, so we're going to make it even smaller. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3. How many 3s do we need to make 9? We know we need 3 3s because 3 times 3 equals 9. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. And then we need to find the denominator here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So you're going to go and have a go at these activities. Okay. There's a blue task that I'd like you to get on with. The blue task, you can do some shading yourself, and you need to split the bar models up into the amount of parts that you need. Okay. If you want to, if you have it, you can get an orange, or you can get a bar of chocolate if you have one, to help you make sense of it all. Okay? If you have any questions, please send me an email, but I would recommend to watch this video a couple of times, go back to the beginning and watch how you can make it smaller. Okay? How you can make the numerator that you have into smaller parts. Okay? Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.